Hello class, these are our notes for Informal Geometry section 4.2. This is about angle measures of triangles. So first we need to talk about the difference between interior angles and exterior angles. So interior angles are the kinds of angles we've pretty much been working with all year. So in a triangle that would be like this angle here. Like this is an interior angle, this is an interior angle. So we have three interior angles here. So these are interior. Exterior angles are going to be if I extend a side, the angle that's outside the triangle. That's going to be an exterior angle. And we could do that in different directions on all sides. By different directions, I mean we could draw our line this way and extend it, or we could draw our line the opposite way and extend it. But either one of those is considered to be an exterior angle. The triangle sum theorem says the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So you probably learned that in survey of algebra last year. I know I spent some time doing a proof on that in my class where we cut out triangles and showed that they added up to 180. So that means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, all of them is going to equal 180 degrees. And remember, when we talk about adding up angles, we're really adding up their measures. So I have m's on all of those. The next one is the exterior angle theorem. So the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So let's go ahead and draw out a triangle. And we're going to extend one of our sides. And this is going to be my exterior angle. And so we're going to call our exterior angle, let's just give it a name. Let's say it's angle 1. So that means my measure of angle 1 is going to be equal to, and I think I want to put the 1 inside that. I feel like that's really hard to read. And maybe I'm making it worse. Let's go ahead and erase it. We'll fix it up a little bit. So the measure of angle 1, so let's draw this back in. Here's my angle 1. It is an exterior angle. It is going to be equal to the sum, so that means I'm adding the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So the adjacent one would be right here. That's touching it. So we want to add the two that are non-adjacent. So we want to add this angle over here. I was going to call it 2, and this angle over here 3. So measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3. So these two like outside angles that are not touching it, if I add those two together, I get 1. And again, I just feel like I keep messing up my diagram and making it harder to read. So rewrite the 2, rewrite the 3. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on using some of these theorems. So my first triangle, I want to find the measure of angle C. So when we add all of these up together, it's going to equal 100. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at number 1. When I add the 35, 85, and angle C together, it's going to equal 180. So 35 plus 85 plus measure of angle C is equal to 180. I need to add the angles I have. 35 and 85 is 120 plus the measure of angle C equals 180, and then we need to subtract on both sides. And the measure of angle C is 60. On this next one, here's my exterior angle. I know it's going to be the sum of the two non-adjacent interior angles. That means 110 is going to equal x plus 72. And we'll subtract 72 to solve. So 38 is equal to x. For C, in number 3, we know we need to add our angles together, and they're going to equal 180. So first we're going to find x. So 3x plus 30. I'm tired. So 3x plus 30 plus 2x plus 20 plus another 30. So I've added all three of my angles together are going to equal 180. So let's see, 3x and 2x make a 5x. 30, 20, and another 30 makes 80. And those are going to equal 180. So we'll subtract 80 and divide. So we come up with x is equal to 20. And then the next step is finding the measure of angle C. So now my measure of angle C is going to be this angle right here, 2x plus 20, which is going to be 2 times 20 plus 20, which is 60 degrees. So we solved for x, we also found our angle. For 4, this is going to be that exterior angle is the two interior ones together. So that means if I take 3x plus 6, that's going to equal x plus 80. And so now I need to solve by subtracting x on both sides. 2x plus 6 equals 80. Subtract 6. 2x equals 74. And then we're going to divide both sides by 2. And x is equal to 37. Last step here is finding the measure of angle DEF. DEF is the 3x plus 6, which is 3 times 7 plus 6. 21 plus 6 is 27 degrees. Oh, it's not a 7. X is a 37. Let's go back and fix this. So 3 times 37 plus 6. I looked at the picture and I thought, how can I get such a small number for this angle? And then 3 times 37 is, let's see, 90 and 21, so 111, plus 6, 117 degrees. So now we've got our angle measure. So just to kind of scroll through this and look at main ideas. Main ideas are first vocabulary, where we have these interior angles, we have exterior angles. The exterior angles are a little bit tricky. It's where we're extending that side and we're looking at the angle like kind of next to the triangle. So it's very different. If I keep scrolling through here, we have two different theorems. One is where we're adding the angles in a triangle together and we're getting 180. The other one's this weird one where we take an exterior angle and it's going to be the two interior angles when we add them together. And there's other ways to solve these problems, but the exterior angle theorem is definitely going to be your easiest way. And then for our last step on our notes, we just went through and we looked at a bunch of examples where we used the triangle sum theorem and the exterior angle theorem. So as always, if you need help, please ask questions in class.